Hi everyone, and on today's show we will be taking a look at the Mythic Legion's Ninian Guard, or Ninian, however you pronounce it. Here we have the Ninian Guard out of the package, and without any of his accessories on him, save for his fabric skirt piece. I don't pick up a ton of Mythic Legions. I average probably maybe 1 or 2 a year the last couple of years. I do love the line, but delays in shipping and price point, a lot of things just kind of keep me from being really invested in it. However, whenever I grab a figure from it, I'm always kind of blown away by it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Ninian Guards with a couple other action figures. Here he is, next to Marvel Legends Commander Rogers. Here he is, next to Mezco Conan, which is one of the reasons I picked him up. I wanted some Snake Men for Conan to fight. And I really like the scale between them. He's physically imposing, but not too large compared to Conan. And of course, let's take a look at him, or they, I don't really know. Next to the Mythic Legends, I can't remember his name, Forbidden One, Unknown One. Yeah, I think everybody looks really nice together. Four Horsemen Studios, of course, they are known for their sculpt work, and this guy is no exception. I don't know if this body is new or if he's reused from one of the Mythic Legions or one of the Cosmic Legions, but the paint detail and the sculpting on him is just second to none. The snake face, and for the review later, he is just on a non-moving ball peg there. The snake face that comes on him is real nice. Great paint, great shading, great sculpt. One slight flaw on mine, and you can just barely see it. Just barely. He does have some paint scuffs on the side. Not a big deal. Of course, Four Horsemen, they've been in business forever, sculpting for Marvel Legends, for NECA, for all kinds of different companies. This back piece here is just an add-on, so you can take that off if you do like. But yeah, I really like this guy. But let's go ahead and get into what he comes with. The Ninian Guard does come with an assortment of accessories. He has a mace. I believe this one has been reused before, but paint and sculpt work. Obviously, Mythic Legion's doing really well. He comes with a spear, which is 100% reuse. Comes with, I believe, a new shield. Once again, I don't know enough about Mythic Legions to say otherwise. And it does have a little peg system here. Just kind of pops on and off. He comes with an assortment of hands. For some reason, he comes with trigger fingers. And the trigger fingers do have the roll of the dice up and down hinge. And there are trigger fingers that have just side hinges. He has some open hand, kind of clawing hands. He has prerequisite fist and holding hands. And I think I've got all the hands. He comes with a good amount, which he should, because he did retail for $40. After shipping, it was like $50. I got him from the in-stock sale. Of course, he was originally available, I think, at Mythic Legions Con. Let's see, what's next? He has some armor bits, which I really like. They have kind of snake eyes on them. They fit the vibe very well. They peg in a little hard. You really have to heat this guy up to really enjoy him. But, am I on the right side? No, I'm not on the right side. Why didn't you guys tell me I wasn't on the right side? That just pegs in right there. But whenever I first did that, it took a lot of heat to be able to get that on. And of course, you can do it on one side, on both sides, or on no sides. And these guys are rocking the Aztec or Ancient Mayan look. He comes with an open mouth head, which I really love. Once again, paint and sculpt work on point here for $40. Even if these things aren't the most articulated, you are getting value for your money. He is fierce. And last but not least, on the accessory, oh no, he comes with some beads. Once again, they're going with the kind of Aztec. They're going with the Aztec aesthetic. He's an Indian guard, and I think they're part of the Kotal faction, which is like the Quetzalcoatl Rainbow Serpent God. Last but not least, he does have a bendy wire tail, which I have not tried to put on yet. Once again, this guy took a lot of heat to mess with at first. In theory, the tail should just plug in right here. Let's see how it does without heat. Whoop. Bend it a little bit, and just plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. It started to go in. There we go, yeah. Now we have a snake boy with a tail. Here we go. We do have his tail on. Bendy, it looks good. It doesn't quite want to stay on. I don't know if that is because I'm not pegging it in all the way, if I need to kind of heat treat it a little bit. But it doesn't. Well, yeah, it's already popped off. That's fine, though. That's okay. I will heat this up and get back to it here in a second. Before we go over articulation, let's go ahead and pop this head on and see how he looks with the Viper. I say Viper head, but let's see how he looks with the Fanged head on. It doesn't want to pop on. There it is. It doesn't have that satisfying pop that the first head does. But, let's look here. But it does look good. One problem that both heads do have is that straight on, he looks great, right? Good articulation on both. However, the second he starts to turn, you see the gaps in the armor there. And that's one thing that, once you get him all kitted up, will probably be less of a factor. But he does look really good. I probably should have got 2 of these guys. Alright, so last but not least, let's go ahead and go over the articulation. Once again, the ball is just on that, or the head is just on that ball. It is stationary, but he has a ton of up and down movement. Going up that high, going down that low. There is some problems once you come around, and no, it's not because it's not on all the way. That's as much as that thing goes on. And you can hear the pop, the satisfying pop sound. Arms, typical for Mythic Legions, you can get almost a T-pose, single jointed. This is not on one of the newer Valiant Knight bodies, so he doesn't have that added articulation. However, one gripe I've had ever since I started with Mythic Legions is I wish they would have just had a bicep cut. I don't need a ton of articulation, but that bicep cut makes everything so much easier. He does rotate at the cuffs. His current hands have the up and down roll the dice movement. Nice ball joint right here. It is a little loose because I did heat it up. And you can see, you just pop that off if you don't want it. One good thing about Mythic Legions is that they are super customizable. Legs, see if we can get better. There you go. Pretty simple setup. Do have thigh rotation. Then you go up about that much, go back about that much. Single joint bend, ankle pivot, up and down. And as far as articulation goes, the only thing on this one that I've had any trouble with is the left leg is a little loose. Not the biggest deal. Well, hello, Biscuit. Not the biggest deal in the world, but it is something to notice. I don't know if anyone else has that same problem, but this guy was also out in the cold. It was like 20 degrees whenever he got delivered, so that could have affected some of his articulation. Alright, and here is the Ninian Guard, all kitted up. I'm going to call this guy Clyde for now. This is Snake Guy Clyde. He looks amazing. Well worth the $50 after shipping I paid for him. I do wish that, really, I don't mind the leg being loose. I wish the tail stayed on a little bit better. It is bendy wire, so you can move it. The hand that I have on him now doesn't hold the mace as securely as I would like. But I imagine he comes with several hands. I'll be able to find one that holds it better. I'm sure of it. But no, this guy is great. I think as of right now, he is out of stock through Mythic Legion's website, Store Horseman. But there are so few companies doing fantasy action. Sorry, Biscuit is going to help finish this review. She wants the accessories. That I'll take what I can get, and if I can only get 1 or 2 legions a year because of production or shipping issues, then so be it. These guys are great. I have I think it's like Maximilian the Harvester on order, the Reaper guy. He should be coming in later this year. This guy, he's a great figure for $50. However, Mythic Legions, we know they have a tendency to skyrocket on the aftermarket. Guys, if you can find him for around retail, can you not chew on this? If you can find him for around retail, then he is every bit worth the money. Stick around for some photos. I have been Lucas for LA's Toys. Like, share, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you on the next one. Biscuit! This is my life, guys. This is my life. Look at her. She's so precious, and she's such a butthole. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.